Welcome to the first Alpha EDU episode on how to protect yourself on the internet. We'll cover 5 quick tips, and the first and the most important one is the usage of two-factor authentication. Use two-factor authentication wherever you can. Your banking system, social media accounts, and all sorts of applications support the ability for you to enable an additional security feature that you may not know. It's usually found in the settings where you can enable it, so every time you log in, it will register your device you're using, and then you receive a text message or get a code through an authenticator app in order to get into that system as a second form of verification. Hence the name two-factor authentication, where the first is your password and the second one is the code. This security measure is really important because if a hacker gets access to your password somehow, they still have to get access to your phone in order to get that code via SMS or authenticator app to get into your account. Once again, enabling two-factor authentication is probably #1 security measure nowadays. The second tip is don't use the same passwords everywhere. I know it's hard to memorize different passwords for every account, but using the same password everywhere is risky and makes the hacker's job way easier. If your account for any service is compromised, all of your accounts are put at risk. Use a unique password to every account. For example, if you use the same password for your social media account and for your banking account, that's a big problem which can get you into some serious trouble. The third tip is to stay up to date. It is important to keep your devices and applications updated. Those patches can be of vital importance, where most of the times when a new patch is available, it is usually to fix a known security vulnerability that hackers have come up with to compromise your device. With that being said, it is important to update your devices and applications no matter what device or operating system you are using. By staying up to date, it makes it harder for hackers to break into your devices. The fourth one is to be careful with how much information you put online. Hackers can use that to gather information about you, which could be used for a more targeted attack such as social engineering attack or spear phishing. Almost everything that you post online can be used as a method to attack you. We'll cover phishing and social engineering attacks in general in one of the next videos, so stay up to date. And last but not least, the usage of complex passwords. If you are using weak passwords which are short, common, a system default or something that can be quickly guessed, it can be easily cracked by using numerous password attacks such as brute force, dictionary, rainbow table attacks, and so on. Things you should avoid in your passwords are 4-digit years such as 2022 or the year you were born in, the word password in any written way, sport references such as football fan, name of your kids, pets, partners, etc., personal information such as birthdays, names, nicknames, and keyboard patterns or sequences such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should use a complex password which contains at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, one symbol, one number, and 10 or more characters in total. So here's my suggestion on how you can create a complex password. You can use this methodology in order to memorize your password better. For example, my favorite YouTube channel is AlphaHacking, and out of this sentence we take the first letter of each word and we add some symbols and numbers to make it more complex. So the end result can be something like this. And this makes it harder for hackers to use dictionary attacks against your password because your password is not a real word and therefore no dictionary contains it. Furthermore, you can use this methodology to create different passwords for all your accounts. Also, another recommendation is that you should change your password once every 60 days and make sure that your new password doesn't look like the previous one. Keep your passwords private and never share them with anyone else. Also have in mind that no one is allowed to ask you for your password over email or via phone. So if you ever encounter something like that, it's usually a fraud or a scam. And I know that you have dozens of accounts and that means you need a lot of strong passwords. Thankfully, there are applications to help you keep track of them. A password manager will help you create, use, and store passwords easily. The password manager I recommend is NordPass, and you can find the download link for it in the video description. Thank you for watching and feel free to post any questions in the comment section below. Take care and bye.